What up, YouTube? Welcome back to another major market breakdown. You're kind of going to see this video kind of posted twice on the channel because I have the live going on over here, and then I'm actually making the video over here. So I just got to give it to the algorithm twice because it saves the live recording. But if you haven't been here before, make sure you hit that like button, sub button, and that bell icon. All that's going to tell the algorithm this is good content. It needs to get pushed forward, and y'all about to get some good content. So, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to lie to yourself. DXY, we got the down motion that we were looking for last week. It didn't break the low as I thought it would, but that's just another event that we're looking forward to happen this week. I expect price to come up a little bit into this little gap, and then bust back down after we see that happen just a wee bit. If we throw a fib on it, it probably won't even make a full fib retracement. I mean, if it is, it don't have very much farther to go. At least from here, I am down on the 15-minute. We're still in really the same trends that we were looking at last week, so that's why I'm just kind of keeping it right where we're looking at. Just kind of getting the entry zones looked at for y'all. But just in case you really love looking at the higher time frame real quick, I'm just expecting just a small little trickle up. It doesn't really differ too much at this stage of the analysis. So I'm looking forward to pop back up. I see this little support-ish looking zone that got melted through. Could be a possible entrance for this sell. Of course, we're not actually selling DXY. We'll be buying the euro, and that will look like this. Last week's trade was amazing, as you guys can see. We pretty sure we marked that up on last week's major market breakdown. You guys can go check out last week's video and see that. Let me go ahead and get rid of this though, because we're on to the next one. Honestly, just slightly more pullback from where we're at, like maybe to this line that I have here. I'm not sure exactly what made me put that there, but it looks like price is probably going to stop there and give us an entry to go higher. So like, just to kind of give you like a rough estimation of what the trade will probably look like, something like this. I'm not really expecting price to go much lower than like any of these levels here, and then we'll be seeking to take profit up here at this 1.18 level. It's a past level. It's really far back over. I ain't gonna scroll all the way over right now. I don't want to waste y'all time. I just want to get y'all these entries and let y'all go on about y'all day. I know there's a lot of information that came out last week. It's kind of giving a lot of context to this. The Nvidia came out with good earnings, but at the same time, you got institutional portfolios stacking on short entries for SPX 500. So if I had to take a guess, I think that my gander would be that NASDAQ is going to trade with the dollar. I know it's been a few times I've noticed throughout my trading where, off and on, sometimes NASDAQ will trade in correlation with the dollar. Sometimes it'll trade inversely with the dollar. And it just depends on how economic data is reading right now. And a lot of it is kind of pointing towards a pullback for NASDAQ. At the same time, you still got, you got good earnings reports. That's why it didn't just like slump over. But we've been talking about this sell for a while. Let me go pull it up. We've been talking about a sell off for NASDAQ for a while. This was one of the first levels to go crash into that. We thought, oh, maybe it'll crash into that, and it's about to crash into it now. If we go on a higher time frame though, you'll see I have this level here, and I did have a box on this level here. I just ended up taking it off. And it's like just depending on how investors are feeling, and it seems like they're feeling more on the risk on or risk off. They want to take less risk right now. That's why we saw gold go higher, we saw silver go higher, I traded silver myself. I just didn't actually call anything out for it. But it seems that investors are starting to want to be a little bit safe, and it's like we all know that Nasdaq is a little bit inflated at the moment, right? We're chilling pretty close to all time highs, so it's not something I'd want to buy into for sure. For sure, I'd love more of a pullback into like maybe these lows here. Like I said, I had these marked before. I just ended up taking them off, and even better, even, maybe not for all investors, but even better would be a pullback into this level here. It would give us it would give us the ability to end the year on a crazy high note compared to what the highs that we've already achieved so far thus far. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. And I'm gonna start not going through each and every single major that's tied to the dollar as far as like Euro USD, AUD USD, GBP USD, just because like it feels a little redundant. They're moving pretty closely to the same. Like if we get a week where I foresee them moving completely different, then I'll dive into them. But for the most part, I'm just gonna cover Euro USD. That kind of gives you a good gauge at the rest of the USDs. And then, but if you guys like or just are not messing with that, let me know in the comments. Like, nah, like we need you to like talk specifically about AU. Just let me know. You know what I mean? But well, no, I'm tripping. BTC. Man, I really wish I didn't get rid of like all the drawings I had, because do I have? Hold on. No, that's already this stamp. Oh no, here it is. Oh no, it just refreshed my whole screen. That was stupid. It has like half the drawings on there, but like not the full drawings. Like you see, it says entry, entry, and entry. But like I had a box here. It's in my chats. Go in the free chats. Y'all go to the free chats, and you'll see the full entry I had marked up. But like this is the first entry here, as you can see on the screen. But let me get the actual like position thingy. Dang, I hate how sometimes it doesn't save your charts like it's supposed to. Cause like it has all the other drawings, but not. Oh no, it's right there. Okay, I'm just stupid, guys. It's okay. I'm just need to go on a higher time frame. There it is. I was foreseeing the fact that Bitcoin was probably going to correct down and give us the great entry. This right here, don't take entry number one. Forget entry number one. We're going to chill and wait for entry number two down at this 104 level. All right, I like it. I ain't gonna lie. I like it. I'm feeling like it needs to be the one. Entry 2, 3, and 4. I mean, like you can still take those for sure. It's just don't get in early. And if you do get in early, make sure it's a really small entry that you could risk like literally burning. You know what I mean? But that's how this is how I'm trading Bitcoin essentially. I was gonna talk about it, but we have all the drawings and everything up there. Price diverged heavily. Doing all this run up over the past like freaking few months. It's been diverging crazy, so we've been needing some sort of pullback. So it seemed like we were going to get a major pullback from some lower levels, but having it go, break some highs, make some new highs, and then having the pullback, gives us the room to have a major pullback, but not go down into crazy lower levels like 70K. So I'll be buying BTC in these areas here. Oh snap, my fault. What website is this? Oh, this is TradingView. This is TradingView. You don't know about TradingView? I'm sorry, I was talking to. I forgot I had the live stream up, and like there's comments in the live stream, and my fault, gang. Can you do AU more? Okay, well we already got somebody ask about AU. Well, let me tap into AU real quick. Essentially, we're looking at something very similar to what we're looking at on EU, and that's just a very slight pullback for another buy. I can get rid of this honestly. Throw a fib on it. Oh, well, I guess that entry wasn't terrible. Where was it? Yeah, I mean, I would like it to just be more so like here. Yeah, I'd wanna pull back right here on AU. This is like the 64800 ish level. 6'4", 870, 880, 890, something like that will warrant me getting in there. Granted, I mainly trade EU, Nasdaq, Bitcoin, silver. It's when I like have spare time in the day that I actually go look at anything else for referral. I just, like I said, in most of my lives, I like to, just hop on, go through everything, even though I'm not trading everything, you know what I'm saying, just to give y'all insight. And you guys shouldn't trade everything either, if you're still learning, you should pick one or two pairs to kind of lock in on. Hey, Bebe, he about to wake up crying. Can you like hold him? My son gives us a cool little warning before he wakes up super pissed, because he'll like whine while he's still asleep, so we know he's about to wake up mad as hell. We looked at let's look at gold real quick before we get up out of here. Gold broke through that last little high there. I would love to see gold really come back into this like 34.34 area. They're 34.33, 34.32. Anything like that really would give me, because I like the risk to reward, especially how institutions are moving their money around right now, and it's pretty easy to kind of see that when you get now I don't want to go into a tangent, but essentially I'm waiting for a pullback into this area here, and I'm going to be buying into gold. I'm not in silver anymore. I want to get back into silver. I want to get back into silver. I do. But I'll need a pullback. I'll need a pullback just as well as I'll need a pullback for gold. This level, it kind of bop there. So like, if it's gonna bop there, it'll probably bop there again one more time to give me an entry, right? Yeah, bop. And I'll look to get in somewhere around this 39171 ish area here. All right. And that's the gist of this week, honestly. Does the live stream have any? Oh, can you get a shout out? Yes, you can get a shout out. Yanni Rosenberg. Shout out Yanni Rosenberg. Tapped into the live stream. If you guys don't have any questions on the live stream, then I'm about to go ahead and end this. This has been the full scope of what I'll be trading, the positions I'll be looking to get into this week. Make sure you guys hit that like button, that sub button, and that bell icon. All that, again, is going to tell the algorithm this is good content needs to get pushed to the moon, all right? I love y'all. Make sure you're kind to somebody today. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.